Oh, hello.
What's up?
You can't. I
Hey,
can't.
I'm here.
I'm good.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Now I can hear you. Riz.
what's up?
Okay, and I sent you a message. But would you like to go by? What would you like to go by?
Who, me?
Yes, I
My
saw.
name is Robin.
Okay, all right. I just saw your name on Messenger, and I didn't know
K
which
is
one you
not
wanted.
my name.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay, well, we got Robin with us tonight, and I'm pretty sure Roy will be jumping in here sometime soon. Roy better get in here. Uh, yeah, because you know we are excited and we love to have you, but the level of vitriol that I have tonight, I don't want to direct in your way. I want to direct it Roy's way. But yeah, y'all know what we're here to talk about. But how y'all doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. What's up, Riz?
The use.
All right. So I'm just gonna jump out there and say, and I guess what we pick up in this is at the hard part six. So the way we've been breaking down all of it, we've been doing a lyric breakdown. So I guess we are to do a lyric breakdown and then we're gonna talk about some stuff. But I want to get something off my chest at the top of the show and say, and I just told some people in some comments, Rolling Stone, Rez.
Hmm.
Me and you just had a conversation a couple of months ago. You remember when we talked about the top 100 R&B songs of the century?
Yeah,
You remember who that was?
it was Rolling Stone, wasn't
It was Rolling Stone. So that's my thing. Why is it all of a sudden that I've seen this article about Kendrick being declared the winner all around the nets today when it is Rolling Stone? Since when did hip hop care about the opinion of Rolling Stone?
Not even that. Like most of the top 10 lists or whatever they come up with is like made up anyway.
Yeah, it's made up. And so, Robin, you don't know me, but I have a. I don't like. I don't like R. Kelly. I don't listen to R. Kelly's music. That's someone that when it comes to certain things, sometimes I can separate the art from the artist. But when it comes to R. Kelly, I can't do it simply because, I mean, the artist is in the art. So R. Kelly, I have not listened to R. Kelly for probably about the last 15 years. Reg, this is documented well before it was cool to not like R. Kelly. I didn't like R. Kelly. And that's because I'm like, he's a nasty individual. So with that being the case, I still got to give a boy credit. You cannot make a top 100 R&B all time, well, or this decade, and not put him on there. And I'm pretty sure Chris Brown wasn't on there either.
But
Uh,
oh,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the thing is they probably put him on there not just because of his own songs, but because he has wrote and produced for so many other people,
That
even gospel artists.
I don't think that they had any of his produced stuff on there either.
they?
We
Didn't
went
put
through
him
that
on.
looking for it.
They didn't
I'm not
put him
gonna
on
lie,
there
I
at
didn't
all.
look at it. I'm just going by what you're saying. So
Yeah. It was tough to look at that and to like. I think TLC made it in the top 10. And yeah, those lists be fake, and I know that they try to spark outrage because I like TLC, but TLC ain't supposed to be in the top 10 of a yeah. There you go.
Hold on. What you mean? What you mean? TLC ain't supposed to be in top 10 of what?
The top 10 of the of the top R&B songs of the what was that? I want to say it was the not the decade, the century.
All right.
who
Okay.
else
I'm
was on
just
the list?
I don't know. I
We,
forgot. We broke it down at the time, but we went through we went from
Was
like
it an
1 to
R&B
100.
one?
It was R&B. It was horrible.
Okay, R&B top 10. I could see that. That's not completely far
Who number
fetched.
who number
it's
one?
it started from the 2000s on up, so that's the only
Yeah.
reason I can see TLC not being on there. If it was including the 90s, They ain't had no TLC. They didn't have no SWV. They ain't had no Jodeci.
But I'm saying top 10.
If
Top
you
10.
if
R&B.
if you
What
if you
what
include
song?
90s,
What song?
some like
TLC would be in there if they talking about the 90s because they were there.
some like Creep was crazy, bro.
Creep was crazy.
Red
And
Light
that's why.
Special,
Red Light Special was crazy.
No Scrubs,
Okay.
Unpretty.
TLC is the highest selling girl group
Unpretty
of
is
all time, bro.
Fan Mail was
Creep,
their
yes.
biggest album.
Creep, yes, but Unpretty ain't going top 10 R&B all time.
But TLC is the highest selling girl group of all time. They have to be somewhere in
Okay.
that top 10, top
All
10.
right. Well, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Y'all ready today? Let's get to it. I was waiting on you, Mr. Roy.
Who was that in his background?
So this is and then he gonna put that bull crap after we just. But I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate all.
If you got hate in your heart, let it out, brother.
Nah, I'm just playing. But we gonna talk about that today. So let's see here. Since it's 4 of us in here today, you know what? I think yeah, we can do that. All right, let's see here.
That's been stuck in my head all day.
What's
I don't know
that?
if y'all can see his comment, but that part of the song has been stuck in my head all day.
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 guy.
Yeah.
I've been calling everybody freaky ass nigga.
I seen fan, but I didn't realize.
I've been calling everybody a freaky ass nigga for the past 3 days.
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm coming in here to talk about that. Like, that right there, that was a blow. That song, and the fact that he did that joke in one day.
I feel like that's the song that changed the tide of everything. Up until then, I thought it was
pretty even.
Yeah, it was pretty even. But when that shit happened, I was like, ooh,
it's over.
It was hard to top that.
And what made matters worse for me was Metro Boomin giving a. First of all, everybody know who Metro Boomin is. You know what I mean? And for him to give away a free beat. And then like they are going crazy over that BBL Drizzy beat. That people are literally making rock and roll BBL Drizzy diss tracks. Like they have saxophones playing on top of this beat. It's crazy. People are dissing this man in all kinds of languages all over the world.
What I tell you that, Ray?
I speak French, and they going in on him in French.
They wilding. That was a great tactic by Metro Boomin.
It's a really good
since he can't rap. He was like, "Fuck
right."
it."
He told me to shut my whole ass up and make some drums.
But hey, if we're gonna be real though, he did what he was told to do.
Right.
Stay in your lane, boy.
I did exactly what you told me to do, so can't be mad.
He did the right thing though. That shit
Man,
all over TikTok.
Trash earlier over that. Like, you just can't get everybody a beat, boy, because some people just be rapping and they don't need to be rapping.
I ain't heard none of the actual songs. I just been hearing niggas put that beat over their TikToks just because it's a fire beat. They just using it as the backdrop. It ain't even really got nothing to do with the Drake diss. It's fire. Who sang that shit? Metro?
It was probably AI. It was probably one of them little AI videos.
But don't you gotta sing it in order for the AI? Somebody gotta sing it.
Yeah, but they showed some part of whose song was that he sampled?
Let's see.
So he sampled the song and just changed the lyrics in the AI of the song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, somebody just said it's confirmed AI.
That was up. I'm fucking with it. What's this?
This is the Heart Part 6. So
that's my nigga Pudge right there. He gonna try to join one of these days. We're gonna bring him up here.
Was that LaMarcus?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he said it's that's a crazy profile feature, my boy.
That's one of my Jacksonville niggas.
That's funny. Okay, let's get into it. Anybody else want to read today?
Since you brought up those lyrics, I'm gonna just throw it out the one that got me. He put I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. Wait, what? You calling yourself a woman or no?
Oh well, hold on now. Hold, let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your effing lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First, I was a rat. So where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork in the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would have took the walls down. The streets would have had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connect, stand up, not fall down. The ones that you're getting your stories from, they're all clowns. I'm a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor, and declaration. You waited for this moment, overcome with your desperation. We plotted for a week, and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving him a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you're not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in Advantage Studios in a celebrate. It's a celebration. Uh, any commentary up until this point?
I think it's cap. I don't think he planted that. And the reason I say that is because, you know, Twitter sleuths gonna find whatever it is that whatever information these people say that they ain't got or whatever. So somebody pulled up this video of Big Tigger breaking the story where this woman came out and was saying like, um, Drake was the father of her kid, and there ended up being a settlement paid out where he paid her like 350K, and she had to sign an agreement not to talk about any of the details of that after all of this happened, and that was supposedly one of the kids that he's hiding, which everybody is speculating is this little girl.
We got that article, or you said it's a video.
Yeah, I sent I got the link. Let me drop it.
Yes, send me the link. I'll put
I,
it up on
I
the Summer Jam screen.
I told y'all about that.
I think you did, but I ain't watch it because I mean
I read an article about it from 2015, if that's around the same
I
time.
saw that article.
Mm, I just don't really care about it. Like as a point, I don't really care about it.
And you're right, because you can't shame Drake for being a deadbeat when everybody in the industry loves Future.
Mm,
He
and,
is one of the biggest deadbeats.
and he broke the diss of the big three on a Future song. So like, that's not a point I really care about. But it would be interesting.
It's a lot of hypocritical. Hold on, that's gonna. I gotta go to Facebook to get that.
BBL Drizzy.
Mhm.
BBL Drizzy. Hold on, let me turn my auto tune on real quick. I'm finna show out on the stream. We don't know if Future is a deadbeat. Honestly, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of women saying that nigga a deadbeat.
I was just gonna say that could be pretty much factual information at this point.
I know a baby
Okay,
mama can be
even if
scorned.
you don't know any of the other ones, think about every time you see his son, the one that he has with Sierra, who's he with? Russell Wilson and Sierra. You never see him with his father. And what's so crazy is men will defend Future and get mad and trash Sierra and Russell Wilson and call this man all types of lame. But then they don't put the same energy into talking about Future.
Oh no, two things can be true. Like Russell Wilson is lame, but he's a good father.
but
Like
but
I
that's not the
respect
point
that.
I'm making.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
is him not being a deadbeat not lame?
Oh, that's definitely lame.
No, it's lame.
But it's two types of lame also. You got the street lame and then you
So
got the
what you're calling him is technically corny and not lame.
he's corny too.
But what if Future do be with his son and he just don't put it on the internet because he don't need that for clickbait and stuff like
It's a
No.
possibility. I, I think the nigga deadbeat, but you know,
And,
it is
and,
what it is.
and then on top of that, if we taking this same, if we taking this same thing, let's spin it around on Drake. Kendrick said that about Drake, and we see him with Adonis all the time. We definitely see him with Adonis more than we see Future with any of his children.
Technically, Kendrick can't really use that.
Yeah,
That would
yeah,
have been more Pusha T's lane.
yeah,
Pusha T literally shamed this man into being a father because prior to that beef, we never saw this man with that baby, and
yeah,
that
but
was a whole 2 years before we even found out about him.
and I'm
I can't
glad you brought that up.
I
Go
can't
ahead,
lie.
Red.
If I would have, if my career would have went the way that I wanted it to go, I would have never showed my kids or my wife,
I,
because I would have never wanted to give no nigga no ammunition to do what they trying to do to Kendrick right now.
Right.
I
yeah.
would have hit everybody because if they say something about my people, I'm crashing out. I ain't like these other niggas. They want to get all rapid rap. I'll be done slap the fuck out Kendrick Lamar or Drake.
and I mean, I have 2 children, and I'm in my children's life, but you can't see not one of my children. Like, that just kind of is what it is. Like, but
Ain't no friendly fade.
yeah. But
Speaking of
yeah,
friendly fade, the LA people said friendly fade doesn't mean what we think it means. It just means no guns involved. It means that he definitely want to smash him on sight. Like when he see him, like you might as well square up.
Shout out to LA. Shout
I
out to
agree.
LA.
I agree. Whereas I would have flew to Compton. You wasn't gonna see Kendrick if you went to, if you went to Compton. He in New York.
Yeah, that nigga, he evacuated.
Yeah.
That nigga in that apartment with all the lights off,
All
doing
right,
Batman research.
let's get back to it. Where we at? Where we ended up?
I thought we were watching
You.
the video.
Oh, I pull it up. Well, I mean, we said it didn't really matter,
All right, we can get. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, because we got a lot to get to tonight. Okay, you got to learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my inspiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach gloves and the drugs used for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bit on the speculation. You a dumb, reactive inward. And I'm
You say
petty.
nigga all the time, bro. Stop it.
I didn't feel like saying it right there. I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in the excavation? And hey, he is a lot of people digging up stuff about Drake, but what about the bones that Drake, whatever. But and why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? I will say that I can see her not denying it and just staying quiet. But I can also see where someone could take that line and ask some questions.
That's the best point he's made, bro. When it comes to trying to accuse Kendrick of being a woman beater, that's the best point he made. Because if anybody ever came out and was like, "Oh, Red's beating on his wife," my wife gonna say something, bro. Like she not finna just let that shit sit out there because it don't just affect me; it affect her, it affect the kids. She not finna let that shit sit out there. So that is kind of fishy to me. I don't know what they got going on, but she need to come out and say yay or nay. Because he can explain all day, every day. He can come out tomorrow and say, "Nah, I ain't doing that shit."
But he didn't really explain. Like,
he
and
ain't said nothing.
I do want people to understand that from the perspective. That's why I really like the moves of Kendrick Lamar. And you would not, like, if you not of that cloth, you don't really understand what he doing. Like, before you can even like think to even bring it to question, like he knew that he had a miscalculation with meet grams. So before we can even talk about that and have all these think pieces, I'm right back on your head. He go, not like us. And it's a slap, like a slap. We
So
ain't called
Not
what's
like
up?
us ain't knocking like us ain't a slap. That's a double knockdown, bro.
Yeah.
That's a
I
double
have
knockdown.
Go ahead.
so because neither of them saying anything, that means it's true.
No, it doesn't mean that it's true, but the optics of it, I mean,
Yep, I get it. It looks bad.
yeah.
So, okay, if we going that direction, Remy never addressed any of the allegations against her.
You talking about what Easy
Either
the
Rim
Block
nor
happened?
have addressed any of that.
You talking about what Easy the Block happening?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He
but
did that.
yeah, we know what's up though. Like
But
all you got to do is,
like,
and see, I don't even pay attention to stuff like that much, but you
I
know if you're looking.
I just felt like maybe they just didn't want to address it because her brother, like I've been on Twitter. I haven't really been on Facebook like for most of this. And like her brother was tweeting this man. Like I just don't feel like somebody's brother would be like, that's right, F him up, if you over here beating up and mistreating my sister.
Who brother?
I know some niggas who
Her
would.
brother.
I can't lie. I know some niggas who would, man.
Man,
That's a little weird to me.
it ain't weird.
Yeah,
That's what he got the money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call. I'm gonna have to call him if I need a loan. Hey, bro. I need $1,000. Slide your brother.
It's a lot of niggas. It's a lot of niggas willing to sacrifice the health of their sister for some bread.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
And vice versa. A lot of women willing to sacrifice the health of their brother. Man, look, family do family bad.
yeah. I mean, shoot. If we talking about family doing family bad, all you gotta do is go to Mr. Morale and Big Steppers, and it's a lot of stuff in there.
Hold on. Pull that up. Some people just don't feel the need to address things that are not true. So the whole thing is everybody been pressuring Drake to address these pedophile allegations. If he felt like it wasn't true, he didn't have to address it. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody's saying he need to address it. That could apply to him, bro. Like, we can't keep doing this, man. Like, because if a nigga calling you a pedophile and you like, bro, you know, fucking pedophile, I don't even need to talk about this. But everybody like, you need to say something.
I think they've really pressured him the most because there's literally videos of him on stage with this little girl after she tells him she's 17. And then he tells her, I just like the way your breast felt up against my chest. Like, that's so weak.
Come on, you don't look 17. You thick.
Right. That's exactly what they say. Not only that, they used his lyrics that he put in the song where he was talking about the high school parking lot. What's the name of the school that LeBron's son go to?
Sierra King.
Sierra King parking lot looking like the strip club parking lot. Are you really saying this about kids?
I wouldn't necessarily mean to say that means kids because there's a lot of people at them games.
They minors at a high school parking lot.
That ain't just a regular high school though. I don't want to say that.
It ain't a whole bunch of grown women at them high school basketball games, bro. Stop.
No, that's not what. That's not what I'm
no.
saying. I'm saying
that's not true though.
What I'm saying is that you see celebrities at those games like Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, and
you just named all niggas.
Yeah.
The Kardashians and people be like,
hold on. I'm sorry, Robin, but Roy, you not finna do this. You know where them powerful men are. You know that there are also women that are chasing them. Do not do that.
You know them Kardashians and people like that be at them games, bro. Like, don't do that, man.
You
know it be plenty of grown women at them games.
It'll be enough of them to look like a strip club parking lot.
Okay. The age
I ain't even gonna lie. I don't care nothing about that.
They give consent in Canada.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't care.
Cool.
Nothing about
but
that.
Do you understand how wild it looks for you to be saying, well, she's 16. He's still a 30-plus-year-old man.
Not at that time, he wasn't 30, but it's still nasty. But I'm just saying he wasn't 30 at that time.
The thing about Drake is he tone deaf to everything. Like
exactly,
a lot of stuff. I mean, just the fact that he started that song off with his mama, tone deaf.
He's just oblivious.
Because he grew up as a child actor.
Hey, it's okay. You reminded me of something just then. You said in your own song you got molested. Bro, did you really just use that as a gotcha? Like, you got molested? That's why you don't like predators. Anybody? Duh. Anybody with sense would hate predators after that.
Yeah.
Use that to say that you're not a predator.
Hey, thank you, Neil. Always with the good commentary. They still stepping in the name of love. And that's something that's
don't do that.
No, Roy, you don't do that.
Don't y'all do that. We ain't finna turn this to the R. Kelly band.
We doing it.
We not free R. Kelly, nigga. We not doing that. We not doing that. Free R. Kelly, nigga. Y'all niggas better. Hey,
oh my God, R. Kelly.
L
Oh,
chat,
wow.
L chat.
No,
Y'all
tell
niggas tripping.
him where he
Look,
at. Drake need to
look.
go with him.
We knew exactly what R. Kelly was doing for years, for decades. We don't have any proof about what's going on with Drake. Where's the proof?
What approve with R. Kelly?
What do you
Right,
mean? What do
right.
We
you
don't.
mean?
Oh
Where's the
no,
proof?
no, hold on.
Do
What
you
you
not
are speaking
realize the
to?
little girl he name dropped in the song is the one who got up in front of the cameras and said, Drake texts me all the time. Mind you, the little girl was 13 when he started texting her.
But
He's
I
a
mean,
grown man. There is no reason a grown man should be texting a child. You not her dad. You not her cousin. You not her uncle. You not nobody to her.
Hold on, we
Talking
talking about
about
R.
you
Kelly? He
mentoring
was
her.
texting.
Mentoring her about what exactly? You giving a
I
13-year-old relationship advice as a grown man?
oh okay, I get that. I understand
Hold on,
exactly
who
what
did
you're
that?
talking.
Drake?
Yep, but he
Yes.
with the Bobby Brown thing. But the thing is that
Pre-order.
Drake has dressed this himself in music, and people were still dancing to his slaps and all that type of stuff. What
That's
I'm saying, what
you
I'm saying
you
though,
said there was no proof. I'm telling
I
you,
mean that's not real. What?
That's not proof
Okay,
there's
though.
let
plenty
me,
of
and that's
evidence
what I'm
of him
finna tell
doing
you. Like
it.
as a kid, the reason why I feel towards R. Kelly as me being a kid, whenever that time period was when that video came out, I watched him pee on a little girl.
You watched his
That's
brother do
proof, huh?
it. You watched his brother do it.
I didn't see it, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I saw the proof. A text message don't tell you anything. Now, is it nasty? If I'm a father and you texting my 13-year-old daughter, we're gonna have a conversation. But what
Well,
I'm
well,
saying is
About
that
why don't it go for Drake
right.
then if
Don't start doing that
if it
stuff.
would go for your
R-
daughter
he
and
said
you?
for
Hold on,
years.
Huh?
hold on. The thing about Drake, the difference between Drake and R. Kelly is you got physical proof of R. Kelly
That
several
was the
times,
brother.
whether it be not just the brother, with Aaliyah. He
Aaliyah.
married Aaliyah at 14, 15 years old. But with Drake, it's all circumstantial evidence. It's very similar to the whole Michael Jackson case. Like Michael Jackson kept having to go to court. He beat the cases. All that shit was circumstantial. When you
R.
look at
Kelly
Michael
beat the
Jackson's
cases too.
situation, when you look at Michael Jackson's situation, shit look a little fishy, you know what I'm saying? But you still got a lot of people who say he beat the cases. We don't believe Michael Jackson is a pedophile. So if we not going all as a group say Michael Jackson was a pedophile because his situation looked weird, and it did, then we can't then turn around and be like Drake is a pedophile when
For
Drake ain't never got no charges
Hold on,
for
texting
texting somebody.
Michael
we skipping
Jackson.
R. Kelly. He
Michael
never got
Jackson.
no charges.
I think R. Kelly was
Right,
doing that, bro. I
right.
can't lie to
It,
you.
right. If you don't stop, I'm finna mute you because you know what you're doing. But when
Why
it
you
comes
gonna
to
mute
although,
me
although,
I'm proving points?
like
right, stop.
R. Kelly ain't in jail for pedophilia, but R. Kelly was fucking with Aaliyah as a little girl, bro. Like that is
He
what that
was.
is.
and
That's
and on
pedophilia, bro.
and on top of that, we talking about a text message. Like Mike had kids at the house, and you got black people, I'm just on record last stream saying that hey, let's leave Mike out of this, y'all. Keep bringing Mike in there, but like Red said, if we gonna do this, we gotta bring everybody to the carpet.
Because
Everybody.
my thing is this:
Okay.
the
So since
same
you
point.
said like that, go ahead.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Sorry.
This is my last point, and you can have it. The same point I make about Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson was, no matter what he looked like, he was a black man supposedly sexually assaulting little white children. And
Bro,
this is
stop
the
playing with me,
same
bro.
situation for Drake. Drake is supposedly a grown, biracial, black man supposed to be touching on little white girls like Millie Bobby Brown. I just don't see that playing out well. Like if that's happening and it's coming from like the white men can get away with that. You know, your Nickelodeon people and shit like that, they can get away with that. But when he makes that point that if that's what I was doing, I would be under the jail, I 100% agree. Like if he fucking with Billie Eilish and Millie Bobby Brown and all these little famous white girls and white people find out about that, the black predator narrative is gonna be spun and he going under the jail, bro. Like I just can't see that playing out like that
Well, what if he got to
without them
fulfill
having
his contract before he go into the jail?
that might be.
You know, niggas' contracts be running
So
out.
hold on to that
We
point,
might be
right?
seeing his run out right now.
It might be running out. Yeah.
All
Keep
right.
talking, nigga.
A lot of problem with the victims in R. Kelly's case was their parents were complicit in all of what was going on, right? They were getting paid off. They had things that were benefiting them
I ain't
as
putting that
to
one on film.
why they they didn't turn this man in.
Oh no.
And that's what I was
That's
the market.
no.
This man is half white and Jewish.
Dude,
Like most
Oh, oh, oh.
my
We about to
She
get
did it.
banned.
She
We about
did
to
it.
get banned.
She did it. Hey, you speaking facts. You speaking
yeah, but
facts. That's a good point.
Harvey
But
Weinstein, like, and they getting ready to overturn some of his stuff too. Like he getting ready to get out.
he is getting ready to get out. But
yeah.
R. Kelly not.
Exactly.
R. Kelly not. He
So
threw.
y'all ain't mad.
But
No,
that's
Y'all ain't mad.
He was
he
still
where
touching
he's
the
supposed
girl.
to be at.
He was still touching the girl.
right. What exactly are y'all defending? Just because it's circumstantial evidence don't mean it's not true.
But just because the circumstances and evidence don't mean it's true either. Like, I'm not gonna just throw pedophile on anybody, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. All right. So hold on. I'm just gonna play devil's advocate real quick. Y'all got kids, right? Both of y'all are married with children.
Of course.
Okay. A 45-year-old man is texting your child.
They wouldn't be.
Child. Do you think he's a pedophile, or do you think he's just, it just happens to look a little odd because he just sending her a text message?
I just think
her about her day every now and then.
I think I'm going over there, and we're gonna get down to the bottom of it.
Problem solved. We're gonna do the investigative work that we need to do.
Yeah,
to figure out what's going on.
First round draft pick to the Little Angels.
Because like
oh,
I hate to say it like this, and this is I don't want since we playing advocate, I don't want to put that attach the other word to it, but since we playing advocate, I'll say this much: she was a child star. Drake was a child star. Like, I don't know what type of connection they can have on that level and how their parents may possibly be involved. But as far as me being a parent, I don't care if you're a child star, whatever the case is, you're not texting mine. But, hey.
There's no reason for you to rent out a freaking restaurant for somebody who just turned 18 that you've been texting since she was 15 years old.
Now they did say that wasn't true.
We crucified Tiger for
person now.
Huh?
Separate person.
We crucified.
They did say that one wasn't true though. I saw an article that said that one was fact checked and that one wasn't true. That girl wasn't even the one with they supposedly closed down that restaurant and he flew met her. They say she wasn't even in the area or even in the whatever the state at the time.
Okay.
PR can spend some shit though.
PR can definitely spend some shit. That's what PR doing for Kendrick right now. So we don't think that he beating on his wife.
Crazy PR. Let's get back to it. I don't want to get hung up on this subject because, like I said, we got a lot to get to.
He said, she ain't that old. I was using an example. It wasn't literally about him.
Yeah, I was finna say that too, but I let you rock because I figured that was just an example. Well, yeah.
If I'm thinking about it, if it's the same scenario and I got like a 15-year-old child that's a child star and she talking to like a 30-something or 20-something year old, late 20-something year old superstar, I feel like that's probably something that's just a common occurrence. Like she talking to all kind of stars. Millie Bobby Brown talking to way more people than Drake.
Like, no, what is it that you got to say to her that you can't say in front of other people? Like you got to be over in the corner whispering to her. You know what I mean? It's weird to me.
She may come out years later and say that they had something going on, but until then, we'll let it rock, and then he can go to jail later, like R. Kelly when his contract done.
It'll always come out.
Yeah, it ain't gonna stay hidden forever. If it's really going on, we will find out. Don't you worry about that. Every dog has his day.
I'm writing Boosie tonight on Instagram, and I'm gonna beg.
Why are you getting Boosie involved?
I'm sorry, I can't really hear him.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Let me see. I can turn you up. Let me turn you over. Talk now, Ray.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
A little bit better. Is that better?
I don't know. I can't hear myself.
Well, I was
Uh,
just you
graph
said
getting graph getting kind of dark.
what it say? It would be oh yeah. I started reading it. I'm like, yeah, let's get that out the screen. So if we being honest, we all got family. Nah, we ain't even going.
We trying to talk about this rap beef, bro. We not trying to
Yeah,
get into no conversation
yeah.
about.
I mean, but keep in mind, I mean, there's always that one uncle. You know, you gotta watch.
They definitely out here. Yeah, everybody family.
Okay. All right. So what we at?
You want me to
I
read it, Kimon?
yo, you can read it. You can see it.
Yeah, I can finally see you made it. I'm not
Big,
gonna
yeah.
say that. No Diddy. No Diddy, nigga.
Man, we can't just say
I,
regular stuff. All right,
I
go ahead.
I caught myself. You need to pay better attention to the things. Pay more attention to the words that come out of your
Man,
mouth.
go ahead, read.
Acting like Drake, bro. You tone deaf too.
Go ahead.
All right. And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months. The distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath the pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, Mother, may I? Mother, may I? Mother, wait a second. That's the one record where you say you got molested. Fuck me. I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with, it's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't want to diss you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey, you probably start reflecting. That was one of the hardest bars he's had, bro. That's one of the hardest bars he's had. Whether Kendrick Lamar got molested for real or not, I don't care. I don't care what's real and what's not in these back and forths. That's never been what hip hop is about. That's a hard bar. Like that's some shit I could hear somebody saying in a battle rap, actual battle rap. Like I could hear Murder Mook or somebody saying some shit like that. The crowd gonna go crazy. So I don't know if y'all got any other commentary on anything thus far. We can stop right there because that was like 12 bars. And we could talk about that sequence.
Okay, so I'm just gonna jump into it with me and you've been talking about all day. People saying that it's not okay for him to bring up this angle concerning Kendrick Lamar when all the things that Kendrick Lamar has alleged against him. And if we just being honest with you, like this is the first time in which like Drake like kind of hinted at him like wanting him to die. Like Kendrick does said this for like 3 songs that I want him to die. And that's crazy.
Exactly. He don't have no proof.
What's that?
He said, "Why Drake showed any proof of him setting up this play?"
I agree with that, but I mean, I don't really care nothing about proof because ain't nobody showed proof in anything, and that's my biggest problem. Like Kendrick has alleged 4 things, and 2 of those things have already been proven wrong. So if that's the case, what do we want? I just want us to hold Drake and Kendrick to the same standard.
What I'm like, that's all I'm really getting at too. At the end of the day, like they just saying shit. Like if we go all the way back to like that, Kendrick said, I'm the K with all these nines. You gonna see Pet Cemetery. Kendrick ain't finna shoot no fucking body, dog. He done already told y'all he ain't built like that. But it's a good bar. So I'm not finna hold that against him like, oh, he made a gun reference. So, but we can't use that because it ain't true. Like, nah, that shit was fire, bro. Use metaphors, use similes, go at the jugular, say what you need to say, and make that shit sound good. And whoever win.
I want to address this.
So to that point, I will say I've been saying this since the beginning of this, not to you guys, but like I can apply him because one, with all of them dissing him and jumping on him at the same exact time, he still shows some kind of heart, like he responded. And I think it's just the pettiness in him, like that pettiness and pride, like, nah, you just ain't gonna get out on me. I applaud Lil Canada for that, He did what he needed to do. And a lot of, like you said, some of it was some good bars in there. However, I just think it was, like you said, kind of tone deaf. Like, I don't think you can use sexual assault as this to somebody when you over here defending your own self against sexual assault allegations. I just
And
think it was kind of dumb. Also, to his point, I feel like he's so petty and he's so constantly like always trying to throw stuff up on social media with screenshots of like text messages with his mama with the Rick Ross thing. Do y'all honestly think that if he had fed information to somebody, he wouldn't have
Oh,
recorded that or screenshot
let me go there.
to throw that up in Kendrick's face like, "Ha,
I
I
was
knew,
wait.
I
I
knew
was
you were
waiting
gonna
for a
do this."
moment to. I was waiting on a moment to address that because
Look, Reg.
Jeremy put that up. Hold on, let me get to this. The only reason. Oh no, not that.
No,
Where's it?
I'm not. It's not
Where's
even
that
about
at?
me being a Kendrick Lamar fan. I'm actually more of a J. Cole fan. I'm
I
so
don't,
pissed off that he apologized at the beginning of this. I don't even know what to do with myself. But here we
oh,
are.
Jeremy. So the reason why it's so hard to picture this is when me and Rez talk about this, we're talking about it from the perspective of being rappers. And if we were put in this position, what would we do? And this is what makes me think that it's kind of hard to believe that Drake set this up. Like, well, I'm not going to say it's hard to believe, but it just gives me a little bit of doubt. Because if it was me and I was that calculated, I would have had a whole documentary
Exactly. This is
film
ammo for you.
setting this up. And then at the end of the documentary, I'm gonna have some fire at the end, and I'm just gonna drop this and go on vacation
can we pull
because
up?
after that you can't say nothing to me.
Can we pull up the tweet that said we got to listen to Kendrick? The whole
Um,
I bring up the fact that we know Kendrick ain't gonna shoot nobody because Kendrick himself said that. He said that he failed at that and he ain't really built like that. So why would he do it now? If he tried to do it
He
at
did
his young
say
age,
he failed both times.
yeah, if he tried to do it at a young age and couldn't carry it out, why now when he's supposedly healed? Why now when he be out here trying to shoot, man? Them niggas ain't gonna do that, bro.
and I grew up my favorite rapper being Wayne, and Wayne said 12 years old I jumped out the pot. I started selling rock right after I got shot. He shot himself. Like,
I swear, I'm so glad somebody else made that point. I used to hate when people were like, Wayne got shot. He did it to himself.
Wayne shot him, goddamn, and then he done changed that story from what it
Cheddar
used to
Bob
be.
shot himself.
Yeah, he changed the story from what it used to be. He used to say he shot himself accidentally. Nah, it's a whole mental health thing. Oh, I shot myself on. Like, bro, come on, bro. Who turns the gun around and shoot himself in the heart? Like, that's crazy, bro.
I mean, he was stressed out. He said, "Hey, they trying to put me, a child, on child support."
That nigga ain't had no child yet. He shot himself at like 12.
I'm just talking. But yeah, man, I do want to get to the bar, but we're gonna keep going.
Pull the legs back up and tell me why I stopped it.
I'll go right up to the part because we starting to get to some good bars that people just passed over.
Nigga.
Where I think this is where you stopped at.
Nigga, I'm an excellent reader. Nigga, I could be the next Jesse Jackson. Al Sharpton.
Now you be Morgan Freeman.
I could exploit y'all niggas tomorrow. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for this shit you just suggested. But that's not the lesson. Clearly, there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed, and now they got infected.
That that was a bar, man.
Hold on, don't gas it. It was cool, but don't gas it. we gonna play it fair on both sides. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant, talk about breeding resentment. That's a bar. I'm not sure how to ease the sentiment. This shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit. So this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you're gonna see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned A minor, but niggas gotta B sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross air like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. That's a nice.
Pause real quick, because you know that I didn't know, but Rick Ross jet had to be
Yeah.
emergency landed. And I thought that was funny. He sent back that talking about Drake, but word, you got to be careful what you say, because he talking about Drake's plane and said,
Drake
I
was
don't
so
want
old.
nobody in there. And now here you go, you got to be emergency landed because your plane. I thought that was hilarious when I found that out, but carry on.
Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. Now I heard a lot of people say, why would you mention Millie Bobby Brown?
He's mentioned her before though in a song.
They saying, why would you mention her when you got these connections to her? It was toned up, but that too was a metaphor. Like he's playing on Whitney and Bobby Brown. So, you know, this Drake the type of nigga do anything for a punchline. That's what you got to recognize. He'll do anything to try to catch a metaphor, which is what most battle rappers do. And I feel like that's where he got this, where he tried to learn this skill set from. But anyway, only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. I like that. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Definitely getting in that bag of battle rap. Stop buying views and bot comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight with a woman, be there, feed your nature. Back to your point, I don't know what he mean by that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So are you calling yourself a woman?
I guess he's saying he is a bad. I guess he is embracing the fact he a bad bitch.
When I
he
see
did say
Texas Red, I think you see two bad bitches.
He did say he was Anita Max Win. But I mean, let's say for instance, let's just say hypothetically he did embrace that. Like, can Kendrick continue to attack that? Like for real?
Like he's been attacking it hard.
Like, can he continue? At some point, you know, people out here in the atmosphere gonna start saying Kendrick's homophobic. They gonna get on his ass if he keep attacking.
He really did call himself a hoe, if you think about it.
But the thing is, Drake will have to come out and say he was gay.
I don't think he need to come
out.
No,
that's how you know they playing Weekend in the gay club if you ain't in there.
I don't think he need to come out. I think we all kind of see what's going on here.
I did think that they was gonna I did think that was kind of crazy that Drake said that bar, because it's like, why would you alienate that fan base? Because I'm pretty sure that you have fans in that fan base also. So
the nigga
that was a hard line though. But
the nigga wearing barrettes, he cut that heart in his head. He painted his fingernails. He making fucking duck lip pictures. I don't know.
He a fan.
I'm just saying, Kendrick might be right on that. But I advise him to stop poking at that accusation, because once they say that you homophobic, nigga, you out of here. And you better not say nothing about Drake being. Anyway, sad if hey, I don't want to fight with a woman, be there, feed your nation. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going too. A hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you, sounding like you send him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon. No wonder you turn to a clout chase instead of doing hard labor. Kendrick do got an album coming soon, they say. Nigga, I'll see you when I see you, like Fantasia. And Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say hit your back, it's a lot. That's hard.
That's hard.
And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. That is the way to. People not giving him this credit.
That was a hard bar right there.
That's hard, man.
That's
and it's sneaky. That's sneaky. Nigga might not even. I don't know.
It's a lot of this stuff that just went over people's head. And I will say this also, like the narrative that people just keep saying that Drake is done, like he bowed out. Do y'all not know that at the end of each and every one of them, but Taylor Made, he has said that I'm done. He said that I'm done in push-ups. He said I'm gonna.
That's not true,
huh?
People have said that Drake couldn't rap. That's not true. I've seen plenty of people say Drake couldn't rap.
But yeah, push-ups. He said that. He said that at the end of Family Matters. Yeah, and now he just said it again, and people said, "Well, he bowed out." What that mean? If Kendrick, I'm again as a rapper, it was bad enough that Kendrick be in that studio apartment in Brooklyn doing nothing but looking at Drake stuff on the internet. Like he don't be outside. Drake be outside. So you mean to tell me that Drake has to be out for the rest of the summer? Summer ain't even started yet, and he got to hear like that, and now he got to hear not like us. Drake ain't
And
finna,
Euphoria.
huh? Nah, he ain't finna hear
Euphoria.
Euphoria. He ain't gonna hear Euphoria in the club. But
All right.
no, Euphoria is nice, but I just that
Even
I
just
don't
about the
necessarily,
club.
huh?
You do you know how many times I've been in New Orleans and just out on Tulane or anywhere in the city, and I ride by somebody blasting like that or one of his records right now.
I just don't think that that's one of them records that's gonna affect him like that. And
He could be at the gas station pumping his car, and somebody gonna pull up playing it.
boy, Drake ain't pumping no gas.
But you know what I'm saying, though. Like
I
you
got
gonna
you.
hear it.
I
You gonna
got you.
hear it.
You gonna,
If a nigga pull up on me at a gas station, bumping a diss song that somebody else made for me, and they know that they doing it, I'm shooting at that nigga. That's it. I'm shooting at that nigga. He better drive off fast. I'm gonna blow the gas station up.
Hey, that was my favorite part of that song. What is it? The braids?
nah, that wasn't my favorite part. My favorite part is I'm dump y'all like. But yeah, like the fact that he got to be out and hear that jump like that, and he got to hear not like us. Like Drake is he gonna put before he go on that vacation. He trying. I don't know if he gonna actually deliver, but he gonna try to put a song out that's gonna calm that down a little bit. But I don't know how he gonna do it for like that. I don't know.
He gotta go do something crazy.
Like that and not like us are the leading summer songs. They gonna be like that unless somebody else come out with a song. It ain't gonna be a Drake song.
I can still see not like us not having as much reach because it's a Cali sound. But like that,
somebody pulled up right before we got on. Somebody pulled up the top 10 on Apple, and it's it's literally playing all over the globe right now. It's like number 1, number 2.
Yeah. But yeah,
not
Drake
just
gonna have
on
to
the
do
West
something about that.
Coast.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying that it might fizzle out after a while. Like that ain't going nowhere. Like that is playing all the way. Like that probably is the record of the year.
Nah, cause when Kendrick go on tour, he most definitely gonna do not like us to put Drake on the screen.
Oh, he gonna do that, but at the same time, bro, you know what I'm saying. Not like us is not like that. That's all I'm saying.
Freaky ass nigga.
But yeah,
it is like that though.
People gonna be screaming it.
It is like that. And see, that's the other thing. Like that's what's going because that's the other part. What you just said, Roy, that's the other side of the equation. He gonna be torn whenever he decides to go jump on the stage. You know he doing call and response with that OVO.
Yeah,
like he is doing call and response with that, and he gonna have to see TikTok videos of people out in the crowd with their phone, everybody with their phone screaming it. Like he got to do something to combat that. That's all I'm saying.
That is I'm gonna say it once again. Not Like Us is the record that changed the tide of everything. Like I've been scoring
line dance to it, bro.
I've been scoring all of these, every record as if it was a boxing match, each record individually instead of grouping them together and trying to compare them to each other. And Not Like Us is a 10-7 round, bro. Like he knocked Drake ass down twice. And that's the tide changer. Because up until then, I had it pretty much tied. But right now, I got Kendrick up 94-92, man. And I don't know. Drake got to get one of those knockdowns too. He got to get one of them double knockdowns too.
And I will say this, like for everybody that just continuously counts him out, like he ain't out, but it ain't looking good at all. It ain't looking good. I ain't gonna lie to you. But the thing is that I mean, we have been documenting this whole fiasco, and there are times on this live stream where I have said that where Kendrick at, Kendrick don't look good right now. Kendrick ain't because people was giving him the win, and I'm like, Kendrick ain't even outside. So the tide has flipped multiple times. Soon as y'all said that he was dead in less than 24 hours, you got the Heart Part 6. So, and it might not be something to combat, but like Rez was saying earlier, it might not combat Not Like Us, but for where he is at this point in time in the beef, it's what he needed to do.
Yeah, but that you in a boxing match, yeah, you might need to guard your head, but that don't mean you ain't getting hit in the body. So it ain't what you need to do. It's about winning.
Nah, it's about what you need to do. That's what everybody was saying for him, and that's what I wanted because, like, at the end of the day, like, it ain't all about the rap; it's what they doing within the rap. Like, so when Kendrick came out blitzing and in 616, that's not Euphoria, but he
Yep.
stole your timestamp. Like that means something. So you need to go get your timestamp back and take his heart. So that's what he did, and he was rapping. So now you can plan out your next move, but in the scheme of the whole thing, he needed to do this to get a check off the checklist.
Yeah, he got
I
to
don't
check
think
out the
he's
checklist,
dead.
but it still wasn't hard. Like not like us.
I'm not comparing it to Not Like Us. That's
But
that's
you
what I'm
have to.
telling you.
That's the round it's in.
Nah,
I
nah,
get what you're
nah.
saying. You just give him the round, but it's still what Drake needed to do.
I
He
had
got he won the
I
round.
had I had Not Like Us 10-7. I gave The Heart 10-8. So like it ain't better than Not Like Us. It's not even on the level of Not Like Us. But I mean, it ain't no 10-9. It ain't no 10-10. Like it was a knockdown. It just it can't combat what Kendrick did right before that.
No, because the energy on that was just crazy.
Yeah.
But I
It
will say,
it happened at the wrong time. I feel like if Drake would have followed up Family Matters immediately with that instead of waiting, it would kind of be different, you know, because he would have already made his little club record, then came with his slower record and had them put together back to back. But dropping that after Kendrick just dropped something with so much energy, it was just the wrong time.
Yeah, because it definitely sounded like he trying to put people to sleep.
Yep.
Mhm.
but that's also what I was telling people. You can't do that. Drake is who he is, and Kendrick is who he is. Kendrick has always had delivery on his side. So I'm not necessarily judging him for that, but Kendrick, I ain't gonna lie, boy, that
And,
what like
and as a rapper, you should know it ain't about what you say, it's how you say
That's true.
it. So we I'm not gonna get Drake no get out of jail free card for that because Drake is a professional rapper. He knew what that slow monotone shit was gonna do. Like
But
Buddy said, that
honestly,
shit had melatonin in
honestly, I don't feel like that's why I don't feel like that's why Drake not getting the credit that he might deserve when it comes to this. I don't think it really got anything to do with their deliveries or their energy, man. Like it's a whole bunch of other shit at play that's
Yeah,
shaping
it
people's
is.
opinions on this. It definitely ain't the deliveries because Drake gave you the delivery that you wanted on push-ups, and he gave you the delivery that you wanted on what's the other one?
Family
Taylor
Matters.
made.
Family Matters. He gave you high energy and went into different flows and did all that
Taylor
shit.
Made sucked.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
It's it didn't. People just didn't like the narrative behind it, and it was just
No,
one of those get you
no,
outside things.
no,
Man,
no.
I took Taylor Made more
If
like a
anything,
troll.
Taylor Made is what opened the door for you to get hit with pedo allegations because you tried to go out there and act like you was on 8 Mile and put all your business out there and talk about, oh, so what you gonna come at me with? I like young girls. Yes, nigga. Now let's talk about it since you want to talk about you liking young girls. Glad you brought that up. You a pedophile, nigga.
That is funny, but I can't let you do that because nobody else said the same thing. Like on the other side of the spectrum, people are giving Kendrick the credit for it. Kendrick came out and did the same thing in Euphoria when he said fabricate stories on the family front. That's
He
the same
said,
thing.
don't tell lies about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
But
The
they
fact that
both
you
telling lies.
wait a minute, wait a minute now. He sat up there. It's a truth. You sat right there and said you like young girls. You admitted it. You keep saying what you gonna say. I like young girls. That sounds like somebody that's guilty to me.
I think
I,
he
I
just
knew you were gonna come at me with this Epstein angle.
I just
How
think
did you know I was
he
gonna say that if you knew it wasn't true?
he know what
No,
the
you
internet
know
tells
why?
you.
Yeah, but did you hear the whole part? He said, "I said that on I heard that on a button podcast."
He know what the
That's
internet
why he
says.
got so mad about Joe Budden. First of all, when I liked the Joe Budden podcast, so I watched the episode. That's not all he said in that podcast. That was all he heard in that podcast because he
That's
said a lot of stuff about how your album was. In fact, he gave you flowers for how well you put the album together. The only thing he really said was you shouldn't have let J. Cole go first on First Person Shooter, which was stupid because J. Cole really did smoke you on your own song. But that aside, he got into the part where you were talking, he was saying like, oh, you hanging out with all these young people, nigga, you too old to keep rapping around all this other stuff. Like, you 30, you getting ready to turn 40 soon. Like, you
I
still
know
doing
what
all
you're
this
saying,
other.
but that
That's
was
the
the
part
older
that made him
podcast.
mad. So that's the part you honed in on. So now that's all you're fixated on. Why? It's
they,
kind of like
they
a hit
they've
dog
been
will
beefing
holler.
for they've been beefing
Yeah,
for a long time though.
yeah, and I was thinking about this. This is what I'm gonna say. I wasn't talk, I know the episode that you're talking about. That was a little older. I'm talking about like 2 weeks ago. Joe Budden did say that, and he even mentioned the girl Millie Bobby Brown by name. He said that Kendrick is gonna come. If he was saying like if it was me, I would come from this angle, and it's like, bro, you can't just be out there feeding them angles when already you got everybody online feeding Kendrick angles. But on top of that, I realized that I feel like Joe might have been doing it for a reason because I think that he subbed Joe Budden in first person shooter at the end of it. He said he said basically said something. I don't care about what a rapper say. My youngins is making more money than y'all and they all stream. So when I heard that this last time, I was like, oh, I think he was getting at Joe with that. And if I'm Joe
He
and I don't rap
is.
no more, if I don't rap no more, I'm just gonna put this little tidbit of information out there and let Kendrick get you. So hey, but it is what it is. I don't want to get hung up on that. That's my main thing is that I feel like we're not calling it correctly because Kendrick is doing a lot of stuff and we just automatically getting behind him. Like Reg, you want to say your point right now?
Well,
I think you a Drake stan.
And I'm not. I'm not.
That what it seemed like.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm
What
just
it
saying that this.
it seemed like it to me.
No, it can seem like that to you, but
But you
it's.
want Drake to be like your
I
whole
just
push
no. I just want.
this whole time has been for Drake.
I just want it to be called fairly.
I'm just saying, you really did start this off by saying you hate R. Kelly. You started sounding like Uncle Ruckus for a minute. I hate
Hold
R.
on now.
Kelly, but then you really going in like not going like, but you really
Cause I
standing
ain't
real
seen
strong
Drake pee on nobody.
for
You didn't
Drake
see R.
right now.
Kelly pee on nobody else's
He
brother.
didn't
Right.
have to
I'm
pee
not.
on anybody. He
Not.
was the one who got peed on.
ooh,
Ooh.
Hey, that was hard. I see what you
yeah,
did.
yeah,
Whoa.
I
that
see
was
what you did there.
that was a bar.
Yeah. It was.
That
I'm
was a
not
bar.
gonna. But anywho, hey, Rez, what you was talking about? From the song from Damn.
Oh, yeah. Going back to that, I forgot all about that little point. Like
Oh, I wasn't gonna let you forget.
we've been having these conversations surrounding blackness. That's like how it all kicked off before Kendrick decided that he was gonna go the pedophile route. I think the blackness route was the safe route before he realized it was time to turn up because Drake was trying to turn up on him. But I just find it's another one of the hypocritical statements that Kendrick Lamar is making to me because why are we worried about whether or not Drake is black when Kendrick said he ain't black? Have we not forgot? Have we not
Oh
forgotten?
yeah.
Did Kendrick not tell us that don't call me black no more? I'm an Israelite. We forgot that because
We
black is
did.
just a color. And this is the nigga that we listening to when it comes to racial
Because it seems as if he's trying to redeem himself.
commentary. Nah,
Well, hold
man, come
on.
on.
Don't awe me.
We don't
Y'all, I've been
watch
feeling
Kendrick
that in my
jump.
spirit, like ever since y'all been sitting up here defending the pedophile. But hey, I'm
We don't
still
watch.
right.
We watch Kendrick jump from being black to a Hebrew to an African to a motherfucking Native American to like he done been everything. He is going through all the phases of consciousness and really don't know what he is. So if he confused about who he is, how you gonna turn around and be like Drake? You confused about who you are, nigga? You don't know who you are.
But we
If
know
anybody
you
can,
bad, Black.
if anybody can, if anybody can make a claim to being a Hebrew, it's motherfucking Drake. He got both sides covered. That might be what he mad about. This nigga a fucking Hebrew. Nigga done been every fucking thing.
Sound like Florida Evans.
Hey.
Damn.
That was not his cousin's perspective. Right after, I remember that bar. After that bar, he did turn around and say, my cousin Carr, Dirk Worth said, know your worth. Like, he said that was his perspective. That was his perspective.
He said that it was his perspective. He might have got it from somebody else that put it in his ear. His cousin put it in his ear, but he adopted that shit. He got put on to that.
Since then, Mr. Morale has come to the light, and he is defending all things.
He said he was black on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't remember him saying it, but all I know is if he black, he need to protect black women.
Thank you for that, because that was one of the things that I had wrote down on my paper today. Like, I understand that this is a battle and that they're gonna say disrespectful stuff, and I get that. It's funny to talk about, but what really is irking me about all of this is they really using situations that aren't funny as a dig. Like, the only person that's getting hurt is the women in their life. You brought up domestic violence as a gotcha. That's not funny. You literally, like, this whole thing about him being a pedophile. So you sat here and put in your song that everybody in the industry knows and other people police it and protect it. But ain't nobody calling the cops. Ain't nobody snitched and said nothing about the fact that he over here. So you knew all along that this man was over here possibly talking to children. Everybody knew R. Kelly was doing what he was doing, but nobody said anything. And then this brings me to, like, so I don't know if any of y'all saw the situation that happened with Vlad and Johnny Blaze on Twitter, where Vlad got into it with a black professor from Princeton, and he tried to get this lady fired. So Johnny Blaze decided she was going to leak his text messages with this little 16-year-old girl. It's like they don't care at all about black women for real until it's time to put it in a diss track.
No, they don't, because we got a comment right here that said, once again, listen to his album, bro. He admitted to the fan that he and his wife had their domestic bouts. Okay, so are you saying that he know that he be beating on the bitch? Is that what you're saying? That he's saying that in his music and that we not hearing it? Because I ain't heard him just outright say that he be beating on his wife. But
it's a track on there. It's a track on Mr. Morale and where they literally going in on each other. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.
No, I've heard that. I've heard that record.
Don't mean you just getting beat on.
It don't, but she got all the signs of a woman who getting beat on.
That's not funny.
Maybe she's swinging first.
Domestic doesn't mean physical, and fucking grooming don't mean pedophile, nigga. Like, you can do all this shit. You can say all these different things if you want to be technical and just jump around words.
You can pre-order
financial abuse, all that counts.
You can pre-order.
Look, y'all know how I feel about it. Y'all know that I got killed at the beginning of this year for saying why is Shaq with trying to go out to Ice Spice. But I said that it's not pedophilia, but they cousins. But the cousin ain't illegal.
They not cousins though.
They cousins.
It ain't. That's not cousins. You can't compare that. That's two grown people.
If a motherfucker 18, ain't that a grown that's a grown person.
And I'm saying that it's right, but I'm just saying that it's still like, I mean, if like I said, if a 51-year-old man was coming after your 24-year-old, you have a problem with it.
Kendrick sound like that Puerto Rican from Baton Rouge that's Moroccan, that's a Muslim, and a cartel boss all at the same time. He sound like fucking Kevin Gates.
He
sound like, and Mikael said in his interviews he doesn't subscribe to Hebrew Israelite ideology or any real religious ideology. He isn't sure what he believes in. We can tell, nigga. We can tell he don't know.
I just want to let it be known that me and Rez have been saying this for years. This ain't no new thing. We sat
Since
down
No,
and
y'all
Damn
definitely
dropped,
said it last pod. Or yeah.
we had a podcast about Damn when it came out
I'm
because
finna try to pull it up.
because
Y'all talk.
I came on that end and I said Damn is my favorite project from Kendrick Lamar. This was back when did Damn drop? 2015? 2016?
2016 or 17, one of the two.
Okay, Damn was my favorite project. So my only critique of Damn was the confusion that I heard in him because I'm like, bro, they pushing you out here as basically a little black messiah. You got to be more responsible with your words when it comes to shit like this, because when you say that, you'll have people saying we ain't black, we ain't black, we ain't black. And I don't think that's the right move, because black is the only thing outside of just straight up saying you African that unites the whole diaspora under one umbrella. White people got they diaspora united under the idea of whiteness. So if you white in America, you white in Europe, you white, and you know that the direct opposition to white is black, so keep them subservient. That's the only thing that connects us, is being black. And when you start trying to break down into these individual groups, all the tribalism comes into play. So I was disappointed in that when I heard that from him, especially with that album being so good to me.
Hey, hold on. Let me I got it pulled up. Now I don't know what we said. This is a while ago, but
whatever I said, I was right.
Hold on, let me see. Look at Young Rez.
I ain't got no fashion here.
That's the one. Y'all's the next song. Yeah.
And that's the song I was talking about.
That's the one where he said,
"Don't call me black no more."
I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black no more.
Yeah,
that's the one of the lines that you took.
Yeah, I ain't like that shit at all. Not even a little bit.
Go ahead and tell the people why you didn't like it.
I think that was probably one of my least favorite
Like, I feel like that's very destructive. It's a very destructive line of thinking, because at the end of the day, if you follow those who truly push the Israelite doctrine, like, because you got Christians who read the Bible and they'll say, well, you know, really we the real Hebrews, but they still follow Christian doctrine. Whereas with the Israelites, you got them. They really believe they Jews. And the first thing they start doing is saying, no, we different from Africans. We not the same as them. We not Negroes. We not none of that. They the sons of Ham. We not the sons of Ham. We not even related whatsoever, blah, blah, blah. That's the first thing they want to do, is completely disassociate themselves with Africa. And I feel like that's the worst thing you can do at this point in time, when you need us collectively working together as a diaspora, not working against each other, trying to act like we not the same or we ain't got nothing to do with each other, blah, blah, blah. Don't like that whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? It's not even from the religious perspective, because, you know, I don't follow any of the Abrahamic religions or those doctrines, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just that simple fact that when people from that sect of belief start pushing that, oh, we not African, we not black, we not this, I feel like that's completely disruptive to somebody like Kendrick, whose career has pretty much been built off of portraying himself as a conscious rapper and a leader in the black community, and trying to, you know, liberate us, if you want to say. I feel like with him, he's so important. He's so important to the culture. And as soon as he said that, he showed me his importance to the culture, because it was all up and down my timeline. All these people talking about some, don't call me black no more. I'm a Hebrew. So it showed me you're listening. You hear what he's saying and you taking it in and you believe it. You know what I'm saying? So that was my issue with it. But the song was hard. The song was hard. He made some hard music for this album. I really enjoyed the album.
All right, so that's not the full podcast, but in a full podcast, we went on to say that this man sounded confused. He sounded confused on To Pimp a Butterfly. He sounds confused here, and every single album he drops, he sounds this way. That's why I brought it to question the last stream when I said y'all don't find it funny that he protected this white woman, but then he threw this black man under the bus after, like, show me how you treat this black man. Like, what Dennis got to do with all this? So I just thought that was odd, and it just took me back to, is this the person that we can literally just give our blackness to and say, here, we trust you with it? Like he's coming after him, and it's like, bro, we don't trust you. But that's just me. That's just me.
He's important though. Like I said from the beginning, like I said in that video, Kendrick Lamar is important. He's important to hip hop. He's important to black people. He's important to black culture. 100%. Nobody can deny that. But he got to get that confusion under control. And that's not the only thing I've heard him say that threw me off, because he said something on a Vice interview, and I can never find that interview. I ain't seen that interview. I saw the interview maybe like back when Desus and Mero first started showing up on the Vice channel. So this had to have been a while ago. And he said something involving the black community and the way police treat us is because of ourselves, or the way we treat ourselves, or some shit like that. And I was like, that is fucking horrible. And I wish I could find it. I've been looking for it for years, but like,
I seen it the other day. It's a Vice interview where he in Compton, he in the backyard with a whole bunch of
backyard.
Yeah,
in the backyard. I seen, yeah, he said something like that, and I'm like, bro, I see why he don't speak on the shit. I see why he stay out the way and he just rap about the shit. Cause none of them niggas do very well when they get in front of a microphone and have to talk about this shit. They can rap about that shit real pretty, all of them. But getting in front of that microphone and having to talk about it, they all get exposed. We even saw it with J. Cole when he had that little back and forth with No Name, who he also apologized to, and Lil Peep, who he also apologized to.
Hey man, get out that. Like,
who else he apologized to?
Well, like she said earlier, out of all the three, J. Cole is my favorite, but I was just about to throw him under the bus too and say I have the same problem with him.
Can you not critique him? Was MLK above critique?
What's that?
Was MLK above critique? Malcolm X and MLK was peers. He can critique that nigga. They can critique each other. Like, you looking at it from a perspective of now, them niggas was living at the same time and had diametrically opposed views. So, of course, yeah, he can critique MLK if he feel like MLK is doing things the wrong way. Niggas do that shit all the time. Niggas do it now.
Yeah.
And shit, Malcolm X ain't above critique, even in his death. I don't agree with the way Malcolm X decided to air out the business of the nation to white folks. He should have kept that shit within the black community. He could have aired Elijah Muhammad and them out all he wanted to, but do that shit within the black community. Why you run to the white folks, get in front of national TV and tell it to them?
If it wasn't him, it would have been somebody else.
I would have rather be somebody else, not him.
That's what I'm talking about, Neil. Like, I can't.
Nah, I'm gonna slander Cole tonight.
Yeah, I'm saying, y'all niggas be jumping on Kendrick for everything.
Oh no, but don't do that. Like, you sitting back there, Roy. You've been on these streams. Have we not did the same thing to Drake?
Nope.
Bruh, stop. I ain't doing this with you tonight.
You a Drake stan, bro.
I'm not doing this with you. The people been here. The people know you've been riding for Drake. I hadn't been riding for Drake. Now I said that it's not fair, but
well, like, let's ask Kimon this then. Let's test this out. Who winning right now? Drake or Kendrick?
Kendrick. I put on there, if we going by the rounds, if you look at the round, how I judge the rounds, I would have said that we even on just the rounds. But we talking about the whole thing. No, Kendrick is up. Drake gonna have to pull a rabbit out of hat.
Right, who up?
Kendrick. I don't understand how we could be even on the rounds if one winning.
Robin, who
up? Kendrick.
Unanimous decision right now.
It's 4 people saying Kendrick up, so the rounds can't be even if a nigga winning.
I'm talking about just look. No, I'm talking about looking at the song. Okay, Roy, I'm not doing this with you tonight.
It
I
don't
said,
make
I said,
sense. The math ain't
yeah,
mathing.
yeah, dude. If I'm taking every song, like, bro, you got people out there that said this, and this is why I disagree with people, and I'm like, bro, y'all gassing too hard. People say that Meet the Grams is better than Family Matters, and I say no. To me, that song that y'all brought up earlier, where he arguing with the girl on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I heard that song and literally after I finished it, I said I will never listen to that song again. And I
Yeah,
felt the same thing about Meet the Grams. The only reason why I kept listening to Meet the Grams is because we had to come in here and review it. So that's what I'm saying. If you're taking it song by song and we got 4 songs, then I got them knotted up at 2 but that's only dealing with the songs. Kendrick is up and Drake got to pull a rabbit out of the hat. So, hey, I don't know what else you want me to say.
The chat say Big Sean is on his way.
On his way to do what? Because I mean, Big Sean is on his way to thank God that he didn't say Candyman back in 2017.
Hold on, I'm not finna allow any Big Sean slant. No, I'm just playing.
Oh shoot. Okay.
I'm
Well,
down. I'm down to slander anybody.
out of this whole thing. That man put out music and nobody even cared because these niggas was arguing.
Me too.
yeah.
I know. I
Shit.
saw that the same day you dropped that. They both decided to put out Family Matters and Meet the Grams.
Let me say this though. Let me say this. I gotta say this. If somebody think that Drake is a pedophile, I can't blame him. He giving people all the ammunition to call him one.
Exactly.
I'm just not gonna jump out on that limb and throw that on somebody because that's a tough accusation to throw on somebody without that definitive proof. But as soon as they get that definitive proof, get him on up out of here, man. And even if they get him up out of here without the proof, I don't really care, man. I don't care if one of these niggas get knocked off their pedestal and they never can make music again. Like, I don't love them niggas like that. I got hate in my heart, and I learned that from Kendrick.
So
You didn't learn that from Kendrick.
You right, I was born like this.
getting back to that, speaking of Family Matters and Drake being creepy, would y'all agree that line where he mentioned the Big D didn't age well?
I didn't like that line.
What he say?
He was basically saying that it ain't no
His
Big
leak
3, it's
news.
only Big D. And he was talking about the video of his
member being
manhood.
You already look like a creep. And then this man accused you in his song of being a pedophile, and that's what y'all do. Y'all leak y'all's videos.
No. Well, if we being
that's
technical, that song came before the outright pedophile.
After, my bad.
Yeah.
It come after, but it just looks weird. It didn't age well.
I mean, it just goes to the show that Kendrick is right. He's a freaky ass nigga, bro. It just is what it is. He's a 69 god. We can't argue with you there. That accusation is spot on.
Man, but at the end of the day, I will say this though: we talking about an industry, and that's why I say I don't respect this junk. If he was a pedophile, you knew he was a pedophile for as long as you knew he was a pedophile. Why did it take a rap? That goes
back to my point.
Yeah,
why did it take a rap anything sooner?
And that's what
y'all know that they doing all this crazy stuff to children or whatever they doing. Why not say anything before somebody else gets mad? Which is why I don't like that all of them decided to team up on him like the Avengers. And then, you know what? I hate Drake today. You know what? Me too. I hate it when females do it too. Like one girl in the group will have a problem with somebody. And now everybody else hates this one person because she got a problem. And it's like, you didn't know you had a problem with him on your own?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Kendrick. He's like, that's why I've been calling the rest of them to the carpet, because Rick Ross calling him white boy. He was white boy when he was feeding you hits. Kendrick got far away from Drake. But the thing is, if you still knew this, it's still a problem just because you're not associated with the individual. But yeah, that's why I don't respect none of that. And I feel the same way, like, you know how we saying about if you knew that, like if we knew that Kendrick was because like we said that it's signs there to show that he's a pedophile. It's some stuff that it showed that he might have did that too. So I mean,
I ask y'all a question. It's a very nigga.
Hold on, let me say this one last thing though, and they all freaky because I mean you saw him say that he was text messaging girls to his finger was hurting. Hey, ain't no normal sane person gonna do that. That's
a lot of texting.
Yeah. Now go ahead, Rez. Ask the question.
He texting some freaky ass women. Yeah, this is a very nigga question. I need y'all to think about this long and hard now before I ask you. If Kendrick would have came out and said that Ollie and started name dropping people that are pedophiles, is it snitching?
I don't think it's snitching because it's pedophile. We gotta get pedophiles out of here.
But it's snitching. If it's telling the police, is it snitching? It's just a nigga question for me. I'm just curious what people think.
Okay, so go ahead, Kimon. I'm sorry.
It's validated snitching. Now, if he would have came out, in which I think this is still the same thing, but if Kendrick would have said that Drake got XXX killed, then I would have been like, oh, that's snitching. Like that ain't cool. But the pedophile, we got to protect the babies.
Did he allude to it?
He kind of did.
Dry snitch.
He kind of did. Your father killer. You want to be Junior? Yeah, I mean, he kind of did. He alluded to everything, but I will say that's the one thing that he left alone. Because he alluded to the pedophile and Euphoria too.
Is it snitching, bro? I'm just trolling right now.
I mean, by the definition of snitching, yeah. But I can't agree with we got to get all the pedophiles out here, but let the murderers do what they do.
Huh?
That's basically what you just said.
No, that's not what I said. I'm saying any other time y'all be saying murderers. But it depends on what type of murder. It depends on what type of murder. If you got two people and they in beef and all that type of stuff, then I mean I don't play by those rules, so I don't care. You know I'm going to police regardless. I'm a civilian. But when it comes to what the rules of snitching are, I'm gonna tell people, hey, if they messing with kids, I don't want like it. Hey,
that's not true. That's not true.
But what I will say, y'all definition of strict
definitely could be a snitch.
That's what my point was gonna be. I feel like it's not snitching because technically he already done told you he not moving like that. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, when I think of somebody that's a snitch, I think about we all go rob somebody, right? Like if I go tell the police, they was all in there with me, we all did it together, I'm snitching. But if I'm just a regular citizen and I'm just, like he said, taking care of his family every day and he living in peace, then of course that's not snitching. Like he trying to protect the community he live in or he's part of.
I agree with LaMarcus right there. A law-abiding citizen is not a snitch. That's true because they just talking about they just going by the law.
So what what are they? They just tattletale.
Nah, they snitches, but they not hood.
They neighborhood
snitches.
watch.
They neighborhood watch.
They the police.
Morgan Freeman said that what the definition that you brought up, Robin, is a rat.
It takes a village. They are part of the village.
He said that's a rat. It's a difference between a snitch and a rat. He said that on 21 Savage and Metro Boomin's album.
Well,
but see, hold on. The difference is those two are portraying a lifestyle in which they are not civilians.
Nah, Drake a mob boss.
Oh yeah, that's most definitely a mob boss.
and Kendrick is Pyru adjacent.
See what I'm saying?
But Kendrick was actually raised in that neighborhood though. Drake found that character online.
but like Red said,
Jay Prince brought him into the mob.
Now he found him online.
Jay Prince brought him into the mob. Jay Prince blessed him in.
He a grad chapter blood like Chris Brown.
Jay Prince brought him in the mob ties.
Exactly. He said, "Don't work for the mob, but I got ties. Lot of ties.
Let
Jay
them
Prince
stay in
brought
ship show.
Jay Prince brought that nigga in the gang, and you saw what Jay Prince crew do. R.I.P. Takeoff.
Man, hey, why
That
you
is so horrible.
You see what they do. You see the type of time.
y'all bringing up Israelites and Migos and all the
It all go together.
go ahead,
It's all big one big tangled web.
go ahead and defend the
Well,
go
I
ahead
didn't know
and
my
defend
boss.
the LGBTQ. Why yet?
If he a
I'm
mob
not-
boss, he shouldn't be sending cease and desists behind the scenes and then getting on in front of the camera. We're like, I didn't do that. I don't even know what they're talking about. Cease and desist are for hoes.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you the hoe that's in.
I don't
You should
necessarily
support
think he did that. The record label would have did that because that's their second most valuable asset. They would have
On
did that
whose
on their own.
behalf?
Huh?
On whose behalf?
But you ain't even got to have a conversation with them for that.
I can't
Like
lie.
if
I
they
wish-
see this coming down the pipeline,
I wish I had the power to send out cease and desist. I'd be doing that shit all the time. I wish
Right.
I could send out cease and desist. And now that we got it clear that everybody on this live is a snitch except Roy, it's a lot of niggas that I don't like in this world. So when I do the things that I want to do because I got the money to do it, I just hope y'all don't tell on me.
Just do it with me, cause I'm gonna be right there with you, so we know we ain't gonna tell on each other.
Yeah, we're not gonna tell on each other. You right. You right. We gotta X Kemon out of this. He can't be a part of that one.
definitely.
He already told us. He tell us.
Yeah, he done told already. He done already went to the police and told them, hey, it's a possibility. And in the future-
I ain't told nobody. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna protect you now. I'm gonna protect you from yourself. So you come and be like, hey, cuz I need your help. Hey, stop right now. Don't tell me nothing. Just go somewhere else. What Trinidad James say? About
Yeah.
don't tell me who snitching or whatever he said. Don't tell me.
Oh, I thought
Even
you
though-
said he,
I'm
thought
I'm
you
with
meant-
him on this one. I got a nursing license to look after. I can't be a part of it.
I thought you
I'm
meant
legally
nigga.
obligated to tell.
I thought you meant nigga. I thought that's what you was talking
I
about.
don't know.
That's something he said that just came to
He
mind.
did. Speaking of which, while we bringing that up, I told y'all Drake was gonna do that.
Do what? Nigga.
I put on the where he said, we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. I said he coming the next song. He gonna start off, and it was tone deaf as heck, but he started off by saying the word.
Rapping like you're trying to free the slaves.
Oh my God,
That-
Drake.
That was a nasty bar, but I get what he said. He said everything. That was the right bar, the wrong rapper.
Nigga.
And then he
Yeah.
doubled down on it.
I will say that's the right bar on rapper, but he should have known not to say that shit. Because he done already had
Tone deaf.
he already
AF.
had a misstep with that.
But what I will say though is that's why he shouldn't have said it, because we are the people that know, but Kendrick flipped that joke on him. He didn't even mean it like that, but Kendrick flipped that joke on him, and it just was what it was. You just gotta. That was a miscalculation on Drake's behalf, because
Drake,
he
we
shouldn't
don't
have said that joke.
we don't want to hear you say nigga no more now that I think about it. You should stop. You and Logic, Fat Joe, Mexican OT. It's a whole bunch of y'all. You need to stop. I need Kendrick to call him out too, since he speak for us. Since y'all comfortable, Pudge, since you comfortable with him speaking for us, he need to be telling. Nah, Lotto can't say it either. Nope.
I'm not jumping. I'm not saying that, but I'm right there with you when it comes to like Fat Joe and Cardi B. I've been
I
saying
heard
that so
they
long.
said she was cosplaying gangster too, but I'm just
Kimon,
What?
Robin,
Logic definitely can't say it.
J. Cole can't say it no more either.
I hear what you saying, but all these
Uh-oh,
angles.
He
all-
go.
No,
Bud.
I'm being
Bud.
no. Red said it too. If Kendrick can't, the way that Kendrick coming at the way that Kendrick is coming at Drake, he could never come at J. Cole like that.
no.
He could never come at that, because
First
the
of all,
thing is that
Nah,
we
he
know.
The difference is J. Cole didn't grow up in a freaking Jewish private school community. He did.
I have to mute you.
Hey,
But
you
you're right.
You can't play with them words. That word right there. Can't play with that on Mark Zuckerberg.
No, he can't. Pudge,
I-
stop saying crazy shit.
I've been shadow banned for the last 3 years, and they
Hey,
finally let me get some motion.
hey,
As
you
soon
see
as I
what they
get,
say? He already apologized for saying it. Oh my god.
Oh, that's the comment of the night.
but
The
what I
boys
will
let me
say,
down.
y'all can continue to joke about J. Cole. With every day that passes, he looked like the smartest one of the big three.
Yes.
Nah, he looked like the smartest one out of him and Drake. That what he looked like.
No,
Touche.
Kendrick done lost some fans behind this, bro. I know y'all don't want to
Man,
say it. And
Kendrick ain't lost no fans, man.
No,
Renz,
he
what
has.
say you?
He
Yeah,
has.
exactly.
He has.
What
Because
fans
like
he
I
lost?
said, you cannot drop an album saying how better you are mentally than everybody else, and that you're such a healed individual, and then immediately come back around and say, oh, I wish you died, or I'm the biggest hater, and all that type of stuff. And then you
Yeah,
see
he
in that
hate
other one.
Drake. It's for
Walked
that
away to
one
keep talking.
nigga.
I hear what you're saying, but Kendrick done went below a bunch of belts that I didn't think that he would go below, because of who he has presented to be.
But he's
So,
a battle. Isn't that what you said? Yeah,
So
and which I was
people
saying.
can't have two
He
sides.
is
I'm,
right.
look, he ain't lost me as a fan. I'm telling y'all, he lost fans. So
This-
don't
I
argue
ain't
with
seen
me. He lost fans.
I've seen
I
it,
ain't
but
seen it.
I've seen it, but that's a good point from LaMarcus. He is a Gemini, and I don't know
Yeah.
too much about Geminis, but they crazy.
What'd you say earlier, Roy? He trying to win. He was trying to win, of course. Disrespect is
Sure
all part,
win.
right?
You got to. Yeah. It ain't about how. It ain't about what you do. It's how far you willing to go. And
And,
as long as Kendrick willing to
Yeah,
go a little farther than Drake, he alright. He gonna
hold
be
on.
alright.
Pause that for a second, because I want to also say that Drake has lost fans in this too. He has said stuff that he shouldn't have said. But what I will say is that me and Reg were on the phone earlier, and he came to me and he told me about a particular individual that came to him and saying that, oh, I just got a breast, and what was going on? I didn't know all this stuff was going on. That's the difference between what is really hip hop and then the rest of the rap fans. We knew immediately at the point of the drop. You got people out there that are just casual rap fans that don't really bleed hip hop, that listen to all the songs at the same time. So you within the hip hop fan base, you might not lose, because like Robin, when you were saying what you said earlier and saying that you can't say that, I'm like, yes, you can. This is hip hop. Everything has been said in hip hop, especially when it comes to beef. You can say whatever you want, but you also got to be willing to stand on what you said, because some people ain't gonna like what you said, and you're gonna lose casual fans. So both of
So,
them have
but
lost
we
casual
know
fans.
for a fact Kendrick gonna stand on it because he don't care.
he care.
You care.
He care,
He
but
care.
he ain't gonna show it to you. He ain't gonna
I'm
get
gonna
on IG and
hold on.
post about it and stuff
I'm,
like that. He just gonna
what
drop
I
the album and still sell out shows.
let
Keep
me cut you right now, because last stream I told you how he was handling a white woman, a particular white woman. So that right there lets you know that he does care, because if he didn't care, then he would have just said what he had to say and stood on it.
Maybe
Hey, speaking of,
he just was showing respect for a woman.
Oh.
No, I said that in the comments. It's because they are Jewish and he ain't trying to end up like Kyrie Irving.
yeah. Speaking of
You gonna
mamas,
end
my
up
mama
like
called me
Kyrie
last
Irving.
night.
You don't stop with that word. You gonna wake up and not be able to log in tomorrow.
Let me turn you over.
Hey, speaking of mamas, my mama called me last night and said Drake winning. I said, damn, mama, you listening? I'm like, I know you ain't tapped in. My mama bougie. She don't even be listening to rap. She ain't listening to rap since 92.
She listen to R. Kelly.
She ain't heard a rap song
Oh.
since Chris Cross jumped.
That ain't what I asked.
I ignored it for a reason. she don't listen. She don't listen to freaky music. She ain't no freak ass nigga like Drake.
Zuckerberg is that, but you know he unorthodox, so hopefully he'll let us make it.
We didn't say anything bad. Well, at least I didn't say anything bad. In addition to that,
it ain't bad, but
they don't even want their name mentioned.
Man,
you know,
soon as you say it, it put a little, it highlighted in red.
You right. I'm with Robin. We need to take a stand. Like we can say Jewish if we want to say Jewish.
Hey, well then go stand on your page.
Shit.
I think I just got my shadow being lifted.
Man, look. If me and Robin want to call Drake, never mind.
Oh yeah, you definitely better not say that. Well, hey, that might get through the algorithm. You might be able to say that, but
because it's brand new, I made it up.
Yeah, you gonna confuse the algorithms, so they're gonna be like, "What is this?"
I made that up. It's my own original term.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and say it. Let us hear.
Nah, don't say that.
Bird, woodland creature.
I don't.
It's akin to furry, like furry woodland creature was also my own creation, but I came up with a creation for Drake since he got two very distinct mixes. I put their terms together and created something magical. I'll tell you in your inbox, you'll like it. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you right now. I'm a creative, you guys. You know, I just come up with things.
Hey, you right. I ain't even gonna put that on screen, but you might. You right.
He's gonna get both 5-page took down.
I think it's fire. He need to adopt that shit. I'm trying to trademark it and put it on t-shirts. What if Drake pop out here like not on his regular Jewish side, but like on some Hebrew Israelite shit? Like he show up with the big purple Power Ranger suits on and shit.
They gonna kill him. They gonna kill him if he do that.
God damn, you don't never let me have no fun. I was trying to imagine shit.
Well, man, y'all been in here with us. Ain't nobody dropped nothing today, huh? You know how Kendrick been.
Ain't nobody.
Oh, what I
do? Twitter pulled up in the background. I ain't seen nothing.
What I love about Kendrick though, like I don't want it to be confused. I like Kendrick's music more than I like Drake's music. I rock with it more. Like I'm not a single guy that's out in the clubs partying and stuff like that. Like I like music more. But one of the things I loved about what Kendrick did today, he took the copyright ban off of all of these disses, so that creators can rock out. So I was wondering why we put at the end of the live stream last time we played that whole song and I ain't get hit, and I'm like, oh
yeah, he took it down.
That's dope. It made me. I wanted to start the show with one.
You watch basketball, Robin?
Yeah, sometimes I haven't really catched up. Like, Lord, catched up. I haven't really watched this season, so I'm not really caught up.
Bruh,
I've been busy.
The Timberwolves are beating the Nuggets again.
Lord, the Timberwolves beating the shit out the Nuggets.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, hold on.
I like the Nuggets. Don't say that.
And Rudy Gobert's out. Whoa. Rudy Gobert is out. But hey, that's Kendrick Lamar is an Israelite. He's not what you called him.
Rudy Gobert.
And Edwards only got 5 points.
And only got 5, and they winning like that.
Yep.
Damn,
Towns got 18. He leading.
Hey, that's gonna
Timberwolves.
That's gonna mess stuff up.
I want the Nuggets.
They only got 8 niggas playing.
That's that playoff lineup.
Oh, so we pivoting to talking about playoffs?
I don't know.
No.
I just so happen to look at NBA scores.
Play that Metro beat, bro.
I don't know if I can play that, but I'll play it.
I'm pretty sure Kendrick called Metro and told him to take the copyright stuff off.
I'm thinking about putting some verses
It's a
on
free
there.
beat anyway.
I thought about telling you that. I thought about taking the beat and
I
dissing
wanted to ask
Metro.
you that earlier if you had.
I got This Is Rope for Drake and Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and everybody else. I got a lot of
You
hatred in
know,
my heart.
just because he apologized to Kendrick, I really feel like since everybody else is trying him now, because he apologized to Kendrick, this would be the perfect time for him to redeem himself. Definitely should jump out the window on Kanye and what's that boy named Simba
Simba.
and everybody else who trying him now. Perfect
Personally,
excuse.
I feel like if all three of them got into a fight, J. Cole would be the one that win. Just personally.
Yeah, I mean he fought Diddy for Kendrick.
He was about to fight Boosie, but then he was gonna die. But he was gonna fight him.
Boosie told me I don't really like that. He like, why you telling me?
He need to actually drop a single with Future on it.
You know what happened though? He did what he was told to do. You hear them drums.
You know what make it so bad though? Not only is it an attack on Drake, that's a Drake type beat.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I said I thought about flipping it and dissing Metro on it.
What?
Drake ought to do that. Drake ought to do that. Drake ought to do that. Dedicate a whole so this is what you thought. You thought it was gonna be funny, but you didn't know that I was coming. Hey, he need to go ahead and do
No
it.
Diddy.
Nah, he can't take any time to diss Metro. He has to focus on Kendrick Lamar.
If
He's
there
out
was
here.
anybody in this battle that you shouldn't have pissed off, it was the producer.
Nah, I don't agree with that because I mean Metro is a different producer. Like producers cycle out. Like the producer from 10 years ago is not the producer now. Metro is just one of those ones that just happen to have stuck around. So if I was gonna align myself with somebody, I would align myself with Drake over Metro. That's just me personally.
Metro, man, you can't say that because Metro done made a lot of niggas. If it wasn't for Metro, we wouldn't have 21.
Metro.
I
We
get
wouldn't have some of the hardest Future songs.
I totally get what you're saying, Roy. But how many people did dang, what's my boy name? Zaytoven make? Like
Gucci.
Like, but I'm saying Zaytoven ain't that man no more. He had a run. Producers have runs. Like if I'm matching runs, I'm gonna trust Drake's run over Metro Boomin. I'm not saying that I don't respect Metro Boomin. I'm just saying that if I was a rapper.
So let me say it like this. I wouldn't have pissed off a producer at the peak of his game because look at what he did. Now you got this whole world making diss tracks. I ain't even got to try to get in this booth and be like Kanye West. Like I ain't got to get in the booth at all. They gonna do it for me.
Now you right. I love that move. Like to throw that joke out there and tell the whole world to go diss Drake. That's crazy. But
nobody even care that Kanye decided to hop in the beef. They just kicked him all to the curb.
And I'm so
pushed
glad.
him out the way like Big Sean.
I'm so glad.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Like, go take your meds. We don't have time for this.
Yeezy, how you doing, huh?
But oh my gosh, did y'all hear how he?
Hey, hold on, Robin.
Like that beat.
Yeah, I heard that, but hold on, Robin.
You know that's what he do.
So it's what you say earlier, what you said you can't do. You said you can't jump out on somebody's sexual assault. Say that. I'm like, you can't attack nobody mental health now. Hey, I don't like to lose arguments, so I had to come get you real quick.
Me?
Yeah. But I'm just
because I said he take his meds. Now he need to take them and stay on them. I meant that.
I don't know that he's crazy because, like Ro Red said the other day, it's so funny that he always have episodes right when it's time to sell something.
Man,
That don't
Kanye not
sound
crazy.
crazy to me.
Kanye acting too. He acting, bro. Like these people are characters. They know what to
Cameron,
do, when to do it, when it's time to sell.
Cameron said that nigga acting. He said every time Kanye get around me, he normal as the fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Them niggas be acting, bro. Kanye is a normal nigga. He just know how to stay in the media.
Hey, I know that it probably ain't good to bring this into it, but it's still funny. Game going at Rick Ross is funny. Y'all been seeing that?
Yes, I saw that, and I was wondering why he here and why is Rick here.
Because
They too old.
he just want to go. He just want to go with somebody, so he chose Rick, and Rick is ignoring him. Yesterday he was like, "It's always funny that big dudes always have skinny legs," and today he told me it's quiet today. Wingstop must be closed on Monday.
I
He's
don't
trying
want
to get in the beef.
I don't want to see them old niggas go at it. I want somebody to go at somebody that's really about beef. They need to be go at a nigga like Young Boy. I keep bringing that up. Go at Young Boy so we can go to Grave Digger Mountain and see. Let's do something like that. Why everybody avoiding him?
Because he's in jail right now. Did you not see
Whoa,
in trouble?
whoa.
Free NBA Young Boy. Freaking Trail. Till it's backwards. 4K Trey. Roy.
Free R. Kelly.
4 in the morning, shawty texting me down. Say she want a nigga for the slide through.
I've been holding.
Game is a loser.
I've been
I
holding up.
agree. I've been mad at him.
Believe I could touch the sky.
Just stupid. He messed up his own career.
Hey, this brings you another episode of Terms and Conditions Podcast, brought to you by Percocets, Blue Chew, Black and Mild.
The guy's son not gonna be too far behind it.
This nigga said Blue Chew. That's a new one. Brought to you by Blue Chew.
Brought to you by Blue Chew.
We can really get a Blue Chew endorsement though.
We can.
I don't think nobody endorsed by Blue Chew yet.
I ain't mute nobody this episode, so I just had to mute him because he tricked me. You don't see how he just he said it first. So
yeah, he said it first. He caught you off guard. But before we go, man, put that not like that on, man. Let's end it on that.
I'll play it. I don't want to play it because even though we got the owner right here on the screen, he'll fool around and get flagged because of copyright. Let's see. Are you on
Young nigga way. Young nigga way.
It's the playoffs.
Man, it's a long commercial. There we go.
Bluetooth commercial.
Thought I need that chopper like I see you, boy.
That ain't what Roy asked for.
What did he say? Like me. What you say, Roy?
I said not like us, but we can play this for sure.
Not like us. Oh, you said not like us. Oh man, you see how he did you?
It's all good.
Play free promo. Come on.
We gonna get the streams later. We gonna get them back.
How I do him? Try to turn you against me, Red.
This is true. That was a master manipulator move.
I see
it was.
Hey, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? They in the street and hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
What'd you say?
I said this make you want to buy an LA hat.
You better make sure you buy the right one.
Mine gonna be red. What?
I'm buying the blue LA hat. Yeah, man.
Uh-huh.
I'm a Dodgers fan.
Man. This
You
nigga.
know, I'm a family
Crody.
man on stream, Red. I'm a
Lord
family
know
man
I've
on
been
stream,
betrayed.
Red.
But as we're wrapping up though, Robin, I appreciate you for being with us tonight. It was nice having I'm messing words all the way up. The energy of a woman.
Feminine
Yeah,
energy. Excellent
feminine.
debater.
Oh yeah.
Kudos to you. 10 out of 10 performance.
Thank you, thank you. I enjoyed you guys. We should do this again.
For sure, for sure.
For sure. For sure.
We're gonna bring on some more guests too, because I'm so popular, everybody been asking to hop on the podcast. I've been having to tell niggas no. Everybody want to party.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody want to party. I've been having to tell them niggas no.
Speaking of which, boy, Cat Williams sure did set this year off, boy. Because I do want to say that before we get out of here. I know that everybody has their allegiance and their different sides, but I do want people to just take the moment out to respect what's going on in hip hop right now, because this has never been seen before, and I don't know if it's never going to be seen again. And like that, any other words?
You just made me think of the meme I saw on Twitter where they were like, Cat Williams opened up the portal of hate, and it's like this big old circle of fire. He's standing in front of it like this with his arms open.
Right. Not Rez. This is what I'm talking about. This.
You sound like people mama when they get mad and they start getting so mad they call out the wrong child name. You girl, get over here.
Anywho, this has been another episode of the Terms and Conditions podcast. We will holler at y'all next Monday if there's no need to do an emergency, and hopefully they done. But I have a feeling that Kendrick gonna spin the block again. But all right, y'all. Peace out. See y'all next week.